So I really enjoy doing time lapses, and they do create a good step between scenes in films, and I also like to do them a lot in different places, different angles, all that sort of jazz. So today is going to be a video on how I do my time lapses. So usually with time lapses, normally you would just sit the camera down, press record, do a video, and then just speed it up in post. But recently I have been doing photos, one because they do a lot bigger files, so you've got a lot more movement with zooming or panning or whatever. Two, they're a lot crisper because they're a photo, so they have higher resolution. And three, you can get more movement out of it if you take a photo every 10 seconds, for instance, over an hour, rather than just having a video and then speed that up. So they're a lot more versatile when doing a photo time-lapse rather than a video time-lapse. But sometimes you only have enough time to do a video time-lapse, and that's fine. They're fine. Those time-lapses, you can speed them up, you can add blurs to it. You can still get away with doing video time lapses. There's nothing wrong with that. I just prefer doing photos, especially for example, long exposure. I've been doing long exposure time lapses recently. I'll put them up on the screen now. I've been doing them recently, and you need to do them with photos because you can't get the same effect with a video just for the fact that you can't change the shutter and everything in a video. So that's why I prefer photos over video time lapses, but I still use video time lapses. For example, on the car I have the GoPro attachment, so I can still do a time lapse photo on there, but I just prefer it on video mode because they have a built-in time warp time-lapse feature on the GoPro 7, so it stabilizes like crazy. Like, there's no movement whatsoever, it's just the movement on the car, and it's super duper smooth. So I still do that. I only can't do that with the big camera, obviously, because I don't have the attachment, and I'm not going to put a $1,000 camera on the hood of the car and drive down the highway, but I can do it with a GoPro because they have an attachment. So, but today we are going to break down a time-lapse and how I do time-lapses, how I edit them, all that goodness. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the mic on my camera didn't really work when I was trying to tell you what was going on in this part of the vlog. Basically what I was trying to say was, when I was driving to the first location, I got lost just a teeny weeny little bit. It ended up at Pacific Fair. So what I was going to go see was, it was sort of like a Taj Mahal type looking thing on the water, but it looks really cool. It's got lots of lights, so I was going to go there. I thought I was going the wrong way, turns out I wasn't, so I ended up at Pacific Fair. So the plan was to go up to the top of the rooftop and do a time-lapse there. Went to another spot, but you know, mic didn't work on the camera, which kind of sucks. It's fidgety, okay? Don't blame me, it's not my fault, it's, you know, blame road. But, you know, just thought I'd interrupt because you don't really understand what's going on because it's a jump shot, so yeah. So I've set the GoPro up for a time-lapse here just because it's not really the ideal spot from where I was going, and I don't know, just today hasn't been going good for filming. Like, I haven't really gotten what I've wanted to get, really. I missed the spot. Now this is sort of like I mean, it's an alright spot, but I'm gonna have to be here for a while. It's in the middle of a car park, so it's like dodgy. So it's just a quick little one on the GoPro. Camera's in the backpack. I might see if I can try to find somewhere else. Might go down in the street. We'll see. But it is a photo time lapse, so it's a photo every 10 seconds. And it's just of that intersection there and like those buildings. I put it on linear mode instead of wide mode because there's like a wall there and I didn't really want to get that wall in the shot, so I tried best as I can to like sort of focus the shot on the actual intersection so you can get like the cars. And I'll add some like motion blur to it to try and get like the streaks of the cars. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, so I'll just wait here for a little bit and then try and go somewhere else. So I finished at the first location at the top of the rooftop at Pacific Fair, so now I'm going to go to another spot that I actually know how to get to. So today has been a complete and utter failure.
Blacked out how the other night last. Maybe come around for a minute, should I like that? I could never catch, taking aim, might have missed you. Couple 100 miles out, if I hear the text, no, you're probably blacked out how the other night last. Maybe come around for a minute, should I?
Okay, so I'm at the location now. It's a little sort of cliff side off the side of a highway. Do you mind? I'm trying to vlog. So it's a little cliffside off the side of a highway that I'm just going to skate to. So hopefully it turns out good.
Like that, I could never catch, taking aim, might have missed you. No, you're probably blacked out. Get the bag now. What the address? Where's he at now? Don't let me back there. Be regicide. That's if I'm ever gone. If you bought me in my face, please spare the better side. Tapped out in my hands, only for one time. Let her go, I'm trying. The worst out, let her go, let her go. She'll be running back.
So at the location now, set the GoPro down. So that's just going automatically. So everything's on auto, so I don't have to worry about anything because the sunset is going down pretty damn fast. So I just wanted to set it up and just let it do its thing. But I'm here. It's actually so sick. Like the sunset tonight is amazing. I'm so glad I came out. Like it's sick. The GoPro is going. I'll put this up, take some few cinematics, but it's always good to have two cameras for the fact that one can do the time-lapse, one can do B-roll or cinematics, or you can talk to it like Vloglet. So that's another tip, like always have two cameras. Try to anyway. GoPro's doing photo time-lapse, taking a photo every 5 seconds I think, automatic shutter, automatic ISO, just everything's, so I just have to just wait now, I guess.
So I'll buy it, nothing to worry about. 18 days until she blows, said I'll pass, see the AC great, riding the road when the car stops. Changing lanes, fill the cup till my heart drop. Changing lanes, fill the cup, say blacked out how the other night last. Maybe come around for a minute, should I like that? I could never catch, taking aim, might have missed you. Couple 100 miles out, if I hear the text, no, you're probably blacked out how the other night last. Maybe come around for a minute, should I like that? I could never catch, taking aim, might have missed you.
Okay, finished up at that location. Bloody beautiful. I reckon that's going to be it for the time lapses and the locations. I will head back home, jump into editing and show you guys how I do it. So yeah, let's do that. So now I'm going to jump into Premiere Pro and show you how I deal with a time lapse. Whether it's a hyperlapse, a normal video time lapse, or a photo time lapse, it's all basically the same deal. You just go into Premiere, go into the folder wherever your time lapse is. This is the folder that has all the photos in it. So you literally don't have to do anything, and that's what this is right here. A nice little video file. So if you play that through, it looks good. So this is obviously a long exposure shot, and the reason it is going a little bit laggy is because up here it's the yellow bar. So if you just press O, make that all highlight, render in and out, then your computer will do all the rest. Did that folder. So we are going to go to the folder that has all the photos in. So these are the photos from the intersection at Pacific Fair. So there are a lot of photos, but they're from different time lapses. So do the same thing like we did before. Top one, make sure that one's clicked, and then it'll do it itself. So what you do is make sure that it is the right size, because you don't want it too big or small, so that's fine. Okay, so that looks pretty cool as it is right now with the clouds moving, all the traffic going. It's good, but what can you do to make your time lapses look a bit more better is movement. So come over here, you click scale, the little icon there, go all the way to the end, click it again, and then see how it's 107 there. You'd go to the front and do 130. That's fine. And then obviously you'll have to render. What that will do is make it zoom out as the time lapse is progressing. So you did zoomed in at the start, zoomed out at the end, so it gets a different kind of movement. So that's what it looks like, and that's still pretty cool. Just add some effect to it. You can also add, like, obviously you can add the real, you know, the black bars on it to make it look nice and cinematic. You just drag that on that, and then depending on what sort of look you're going for, you can either do like small bars, and then you render that again. It's a lot of rendering. Editing is like 90% rendering, so. But yeah, so that's basically the basics of how to do a time lapse. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, or you want to see more tutorials, make sure you leave a like, and I will see you in the next one, because I am putting out more videos, which is good. So see ya.
Blacked out how the other night last. Maybe come around for a minute, should I like that? I could never catch, taking aim, might have missed you. Couple 100 miles out, if I hear the text, no, you're probably